Your squat is destroying your glutes. Do this instead. You've been squatting for months, maybe years. You've added plates, you've hit depth, you've done everything the fitness influencers told you to do, and your glutes still look flat. It's not because you're not training hard enough, it's because the squat itself, the so-called king of lower body exercises, is quietly working against you. In the next 7 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly why the squat is the worst movement for actually building your glutes and the 3 exercises you should be doing instead. Let's get into it. Every fitness influencer says the same thing. Every coach, every magazine, the squat is the king of glute exercises. You want bigger glutes? Squat. Squat heavy, squat deep, squat more. Here's the problem. That advice is built on a lie of omission. Yes, the squat builds muscle. Yes, you'll get stronger. Yes, your legs will grow, but almost all of that growth is happening in your quads, not your glutes. And the EMG research, like the studies that actually measure which muscles are firing, tells a very different story than the one you've been sold. Let me show you why. There are 3 mechanical problems with the squat that almost no one talks about. Problem 1, the resistance curve is backwards. Your gluteus maximus generates peak force at the top of hip extension. When your hips are fully locked out and your body is upright, but in a squat, the load is heaviest at the bottom of the movement, where your glutes are mechanically weakest. By the time you stand up, exactly where your glutes could fire the hardest, there's almost no resistance left. This is why studies have shown the barbell hip thrust produces 2 to 3 times more glute activation than the back squat at the same relative load. The hip thrust loads the glutes where they're strongest, the squat loads them where they're weakest. Problem 2, your quads hijack the movement. EMG research is brutally consistent on this point. Across every squat variation, high bar, low bar, front squat, goblet squat, the quadriceps dominate the concentric phase. They are the prime mover. Your nervous system defaults to whichever muscle group is strongest at the task. For 95% of lifters, that's the quads. The glutes get a small cameo, they are not the lead. The more you squat, the more this pattern locks in. Problem 3, most lifters cut depth. Even if everything else were perfect, glute activation in a squat is almost entirely dependent on hitting deep ranges of motion. We're talking booty to grass, below parallel, hips lower than knees. The research is clear. Deeper squats produce significantly higher glute and adductor activation than shallow squats. But walk into any commercial gym right now, and what do you see? Quarter squats, mini squats, half reps with too much weight. If you're not hitting full depth, and most people aren't, you're getting almost zero glute stimulus from squatting. The pattern tax. Now here's the part no one talks about, the hidden cost. The more you squat, the more you reinforce a quad dominant motor pattern, and that pattern doesn't stay in the squat rack. It bleeds into your lunges, it bleeds into your step ups, it even bleeds into your deadlifts. You are literally teaching your body to avoid using its glutes. Months of heavy squatting can actively make your glutes harder to activate, not easier. You're not just failing to build them, you're training them to stay asleep. That's why guys who've squatted for years often have the flattest backsides in the gym. They're not undertrained, they're miswired. So if the squat isn't the answer, what is? Do this instead. The 3 replacements. 3 exercises, each one solves a specific problem the squat creates. Together, they are everything you need to actually build glutes. Exercise 1, the barbell hip thrust. This is your new primary lower body movement. Remember problem 1, the squat loads your glutes where they're weakest. The hip thrust does the opposite. Peak resistance happens at lockout, exactly where the glute max is strongest. That's why studies show 2 to 3 times more glute activation than the back squat. It is by every measurable standard the single most effective glute building exercise in existence. Form cues: upper back on a bench, feet flat, knees bent to about 90 degrees at the top, chin tucked, ribs pulled down. Don't arch your lower back, drive through your heels and pause at the top for a full second. Full hip extension, squeeze like you're trying to crack a walnut between your cheeks. Programming 3 to 4 sets of 8 to 12 reps twice per week. This is your new squat. Exercise 2, the B-stance Romanian deadlift. This is the hinge pattern your squat heavy program is missing, and the B-stance variation is the secret weapon. The kickstand foot, the back toe lightly touching the floor, heel up, shifts roughly 70% of the load onto your working glute. This loads the stretch position of the glute, which research shows is where the strongest hypertrophy signal lives. Plus, because it's unilateral, it forces your gluteus medius to engage and corrects the side-to-side imbalances that years of bilateral squatting have created. Form cues: soft bend in the front knee, Don't lock it out. Push your hips back, not down. The bar travels close to your leg. Lower until you feel a deep stretch in the working glute. Drive your hips forward to stand. Squeeze at the top, programming 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps per side. Exercise 3, the deficit reverse lunge. This is your finisher, the unilateral movement that hits the glute through its full range, including the deep stretch position the squat never reaches. Standing on a 2 to 3 inch platform increases the stretch under load. That's where the magic happens for hypertrophy. Why reverse instead of forward? When you step back, your front shin stays vertical. That single detail removes the forward knee travel that recruits the quads and forces the glute to do the work. Form cues, slight forward torso, lean, about 15 degrees. This is non-negotiable for glute emphasis. Step back, not down. Long stride, drive through the heel of your front foot, not the toe. Control the descent, 3 seconds down, explode up. Programming, 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps per side. Hold dumbbells at your sides. How to rewrite your program. Here's exactly how to plug this in. Drop the back squat as the first movement on leg day. Replace it with the barbell hip thrust as your new primary lift. Follow it with the B-stance Romanian deadlift as your hinge. Finish with deficit reverse lunges for volume. But if your goal is glute development, the squat should be an accessory at the end of the workout, not the foundation. Stop building your leg day around the wrong movement. If this changed how you think about leg day, smash the like button. It genuinely helps the channel. Subscribe if you want more videos that cut through the gym mythology and show you what the research actually says. And drop a comment telling me which of the 3 exercises you're trying first. One more thing, if this video saved you months of wasted training, a super thanks goes a long way. It lets me keep digging into the studies and bringing you the content that influencers won't. Stop chasing depth, start chasing tension. Train hard, eat right, and squeeze every rep. See you in the next one.